How often are you supposed to be seeing a doctor? I had no idea this was a thing. In the Netherlands, you only see a doctor if you have a physical problem. Generally, if you have the insurance to cover it, you should have a physical and an eye exam every year. They can help catch minor health issues before they turn into major ones. More specialized routine appointments should be added as you reach middle age. Edit. I forgot teeth cleanings every 6 months. My mom is a doctor, so I asked her just now after showing her your post. She said once a year would be best at your age. At least for getting your cholesterol checked. Hi, I'm from the UK. We see a doctor when we are sick. I'm a similar age to you. In my adult life, I've never seen a doctor other than once every 3 years for the birth control implant. As a child, I got ear infections, so would see my family doctor for that. That's about it. I am 42. Have an annual physical with lab work. I'm in good health with no chronic conditions. But an annual checkup is important to catch issues early. And having blood drawn for lab work is a critical part of that. It's also helpful to build a relationship with a general practitioner over several years so they are familiar with you and your medical history. My friend is a Canadian, and the receptionist for his family doctor said they don't do checkups anymore. Like what? Isn't that the whole point of family doctor? To catch things early? Used to be yearly as a kid. You should make sure you get basics done, which includes labs. Many young people can have issues like low vitamin D and high cholesterol. See your dentist for checkups and cleanings twice a year. See your eye doctor every year. See your PCP every year. I haven't seen a doctor in 20 years. How regularly you see the doctor will depend on your personal health and what's available to you. I have a well-managed chronic illness and see the doctor every 6 months to take vitals and monitor symptoms. I usually cram regular issues into the same appointment, so I don't typically go any other time unless there's a serious issue. My sister goes once a year for a physical and general checkup, and my brother, who has a heart condition, goes every 3 months, sometimes once a month. What you should do, if you are able, is go to your doctor and have a comprehensive checkup, physical. Explain that you were kept from normal appointments growing up, and don't know much about your personal nutritional or health needs. I guarantee you doctors see this a lot, and they'll be able to give you much more specific advice after a checkup on whether or not you have any specific conditions or help needs. This isn't necessarily about having an illness. If you have personal goals like running a marathon or traveling to specific countries, they can give you advice on what type of precautions you need to take and how to tell if something is going wrong. Make sure you tell your doctor about plans that come intentionally unpack your health or require specific medical monitoring. They'll take it from there. I will also add that a good doctor will answer your questions, admit when you need to talk to a specialist, or point you in the direction of good information. If they're impatient with you, keep cutting you off, or don't listen to you when you try to talk about your concerns, find a different doctor if it's at all possible. Once a year for annual preventive and labs. Standard labs will pick up on many things before they become a big issue. Physical once a year. Teeth checkup and eye exam yearly. By age 40. Once a year pap smear, mammogram, and overall physical. I only go to the doctor if I really need to. I don't like hospitals or seeing my GP. I know I should get checked up more, but I just don't like thinking about illness. When you feel unwell. Have you had your vaccinations? Those are really important. Other than that, until you're about 20 years older, seeing a doctor when you feel unwell should be good enough. Enjoy the youth. It won't last. I was like you. Saw a dentist once when I was 6. And not again till I was 25. Didn't see a doctor until I was on my own. Late teens. Because lady stuff. I always resented it because I had strep a bunch of times and just suffered through until I think my tonsils just disappeared. But that said, I don't think I came out of it badly. My parents, and us kids, were lucky there were no life-threatening things. So don't stress. If you are okay, just get yourself a doc. And go when you think you need to. But do a physical now and then. They say once a year. But until you get older. Every 2 or 3 if you are feeling healthy. By the way, my kids had regular doc appointments and dentist. So I did not continue the cycle. Take that, Mom. Once a year for a general checkup. Twice a year for a dentist if you're on any meds or seeing specialists. They usually want to see you more often. Once a year physical exam and blood panels. See a doctor every year for a physical. I'm an doc. And every time I get someone in their 50s-60s coming in for something that hasn't seen a doc in 40 years, it's almost always something real bad. There are so many preventative health measures that can catch small things before they become big things. Take care of yourself before things get out of control. Once per year for a physical. Once a year for eyes. Every 6 months for dental. If you have a uterus, you should get a pap smear starting at age 21-23. If you have a normal result of this pap smear, you get it once every 3 years. Source: I'm a med student in America and my mom is a GP.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.